past 4, which is fine. Today we are practicing Yin Yoga for the Cancer season. We are in the midst of Cancer feels, the crabby crabs. Uh, so this practice is really going to be focusing on feeling the feelings. So the nurturance of Cancer, the mother archetype, nurturing mother archetype, think about nurturing the self. So as emotions arise during this practice, meeting them as your own inner nurturing mother, your ability to meet yourself where you are with compassion, with grace, with gratitude for whatever comes up, because it serves a purpose, even though you may not see it right now. Uh, Gentleness and warmth, allowing what arises to the surface during this practice to come through and just be without a label of something being negative or positive, allowing it to arise in your awareness and using the breath, the pauses and holds to feel into those parts that you feel a call to or an invitation to go deeper into. You know what needs nurturing the most. You know where you need to be held with grace. This is a safe space for you to feel whatever comes up. Know that you can leave it here on the mat and that you can come back to it if you want to, whenever you want. You can note it and move on and come back to it later. You are 100% of the time in control of your experience during this process. Tune into the heart as much as possible. Allow whatever arises to be there and meet it with love, with that deep, soulful love that you have for animals, children, people, whatever it is that you love with your deepest parts of your soul. Try to see if you can love all of these parts of you that come up, thoughts, emotions, fears, whatever it is that comes up. See if you can love yourself in those spaces just a little bit more. We'll begin with a little bit of breath work, just kind of calling our favorite version of us, this nurturing mother, into this space. Elongate the spine, sitting nice and tall, hands resting on your lap. Feel rooted through your sit bones. See if you can feel your roots reaching down into the earth. On the inhale, lengthening the spine, crown of the head reaching a little more. On the exhale, shoulders dropping while keeping that length. Think of a strong posture. Think of stepping into your truth, feeling your strength move through you. We'll be moving into Leo season soon, so tap into that too, your inner power. Rooted deeply. Just follow the breath, finding an even count to your inhale and exhale. That may be a count of 3 or 4. See if you can match the inhale with the exhale. Thinking of lengthening on the inhale, and on the exhale, following the breath down to the root. The strength and courage of the nurturing mother is there. You are calling it in from above, calling it in through your crown. On the exhale, pulling it in, embodying this deep wisdom. You know what's right for you in this practice. You know what you need to call forward. You know where you need to be held. Take a few rounds of breath in and out through the nose. Feel into the space of power within you. You are strong, and you know that you can move through this experience, this next hour, with love and grace and nurturance for all the emotions, all the feelings that come up. You've got this. We'll be working with a few affirmations today. I'll repeat them a couple of times and I'll say them now. Take note of whatever resonates with you, and if it doesn't, leave it to the side. You can use something that works for you. As you're breathing in this space, my capacity for love is endless. I am in tune with my needs. I balance giving and receiving love. Feel into those for a moment. And then when you're ready, take a big exhale, sigh it all out, and meet me in child's pose, where we connect with our inner child. From tabletop, you can take child's pose in a wide-legged child's pose with your knees width of the mat, or with knees together. Use a blanket if you have sensitive knees. Can help with a little cushion or folding over the sides of your mat. Sending the hips back. Use any props that feel good to you. You may want to lay your chest or your body on a bolster or place a block, yes, under your head. And here, just think about connecting with the inner child, the playfulness, the emotions, and meeting yourself in those places as the nurturing mother archetype. Connecting with the breath. Gaze comes towards the hands. And make your way to Sphinx pose in whatever way is intuitive to you. Bringing the belly to the mat. Legs out long. Elbows come just ahead of the shoulders. Forearms pressing into the earth. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Open the heart space, drawing the shoulder blades together and opening the heart towards the front of the mat. You can close your eyes here if you'd like, or bring the gaze down to the mat. Let the head hang heavy, or bring the forehead to a block. Here, think about tuning in to that nurturing energy, opening the heart. Let go of any tension you may be holding in your hips. Shake them out if you need to. And if at any time the back bend in this becomes too intense, feel free to lower down to the mat. Always listening to the messages that our body is sending us through our practice. You know what your body needs. You know what feels right to your alignment, to your movement. I'm offering suggestions during this practice, but if something doesn't feel right to you, listen to those little messages. Feel free to make adjustments as needed. This is a judgment-free zone. We are all meeting our bodies where they are. There's no need to push ourselves to be anywhere that we don't need to be. See if you can feel the heart center softening with each breath, like a warm liquid. And the breath moving this nurturance throughout your entire being. Holding all of those spaces within you that need love, need tenderness. My capacity for love is endless. I am in tune with my needs. I balance giving and receiving love. And on the exhale, bring the forehead to the arms, the top of the mat, gently lowering down. And allow yourself a moment to rest, to receive the rest. And then gently lift the head. Extend the left arm out in front. Pressing away from the floor and feeding the right arm through, or thread the needle on the right side. You can also take this from child's pose. Feel free to use a block to support your head. If you'd like to take this from tabletop or child's pose, from tabletop, knees stacked under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, reaching up with the right arm and feeding through, resting your forehead again on the mat. Take whatever variation feels aligned with your body today in this moment. Come back to that even inhale and exhale from the beginning of our practice. Notice how it feels here to have our bellies against the earth. Notice how it feels to breathe. See if you can connect here with the womb of the earth, the mother, Gaia, whatever you'd like to call her. Draw the left hand under the shoulder, pressing away from the mat, pressing into the mat. Gently unwind, bring the hands to the corners of the mat, briefly pressing up for seal. And lowering back down and moving to thread the needle on the left side. Feeding the left arm through and resting our shoulder. Find that connection again with the earth as if you were breathing through your solar plexus, through the sacral, through the hips, through the root. Breathing into the earth in this energetic exchange. On the exhale, giving the earth what needs to be held, and on the inhale, drawing in the nurturance, the love, the healing. That equal exchange. I give and receive love equally. And draw the right hand under the shoulder, pressing into the mat, gently unwinding. Take a brief child's pose of your choice. Just a couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, meet me in a seated position, bringing the soles of the feet together, moving into butterfly. So soles of the feet together, as close to the groin or as far away, whatever feels good to you, does not matter. Just find where you want to be. Find that nice elongated spine rooting down into the earth and lifting up in through your crown to the sky. Lengthening on the inhale, rooting on the exhale. Feel your strength. On the next exhale, walk the hands out in front and let the spine round. Let your gaze come towards the navel. You can use a block or two here if you'd like to support the forehead wherever you'd like to be. You can let the head hang heavy if that feels good to you as well. Think here of turning the gaze inward, of going in to the earth or into the deep waters. The Cancer is a water sign. It's filled with emotion, deep emotion. Turn into those deep parts of yourself with love, with nurturance, with grace. Think I am in tune with my needs, our affirmation. Maybe asking yourself here, what is it that I need? What do I need? Listen to your deep body wisdom. Notice sensations that arise. Notice without judgment. Just allow them to be. And gently remove any props and walk the hands back, bringing the head up last. And close your eyes here and just allow yourself a moment to come back to center. Breathe into that strength, into that central column in your spine, that central core of energy. And gently open your eyes when you are ready and slowly make your way to laying down on your back. We'll move into a twist. Keep your blocks close by. And just start by first feeling into your hips. So knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Just a gentle back and forth windshield wiper motion. Start small and just gently feel into where your hips are. Our hips hold our watery emotions. Feel into the tightness, any stickiness, inviting a gentle breath. And coming back through center, press through the feet, through the soles of your feet, lifting the hips, shifting them over to the left just a little, and then letting your hips rest on the floor. And allow the knees to fall to the right. Shifting the hips to the left helps with alignment for some. Feel around to where you feel best here. Use any props you would like to use to feel supported. Maybe a block between the knees. Allow the arms to come out to a T. Your gaze to come over the left fingertips. As you work with the breath here, imagine any tension that you're holding in your spine in that central column of energy being released. Each exhale, letting go a little more, settling in a little more, a little deeper. Remove any props and gently unwind. Shift the hips back through center. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Grabbing on wherever you can, clothing, the back of the thighs, the shins, maybe a gentle rock side to side. Maybe you want to take a brief happy baby, bringing the arms through and grabbing on to, again, anywhere you can, the back of the legs, clothing, ankles, the feet. And dropping the feet back down. Feet hip distance apart. Press through the soles of the feet, lifting the hips and shifting to the right now. Letting the knees fall to the left. Make any adjustments you need to make. Don't be afraid to use props. Support, support, support. Nurturing our bodies. Providing them support so that you can meet them where they are. Come back to the breath, check in with it. See if you can cultivate that even inhale and exhale. On the inhale, gently drawing the knees back up through center, releasing props. Shift the hips back to the middle, back to center. Pull the knees in again, or take any posture to reset here. Dropping the feet back down to the mat, hip distance apart. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh for a reclined pigeon. So placing the left ankle below the knee. Beautiful. We'll take a few breaths here. Think of drawing that right knee towards the back of the room, towards the back of your mat. Feel into that connection, your hips. Feel into any tightness there. Feel free to make adjustments as needed for your comfort, for your benefit. Trusting that you know what your body needs. You certainly know more than I do. There's an invitation here to draw the left knee up towards the chest, interlacing the fingers behind the left thigh. Great. Root the shoulder blades down towards the earth. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Flex the toes back. Release the hands and bring the legs out long. Take a big stretch. Slow and gentle. Intentional with our movements here. Stretch from the toes to the fingertips. Maybe wrist and ankle circles. When you're ready, we'll move into the opposite side. Bringing the knees bent, feet back to hip distance apart. This time crossing the left ankle over the right side. And taking a moment to feel into the side of our hips. Coming back to our affirmations here. My capacity for love is endless. I am in tune with my needs. I balance giving and receiving love. If you'd like to draw the legs in closer, you can do so now. Flexing the feet will intensify the sensations. Feel into what's right for you. Drop the right foot down to the mat. Gently unwind. Take any little stretch you would like, pulling the knees in or lengthening the legs. And we'll move into supported fish. You'll want to have your blocks nearby. Take whatever variation feels good to you. You can use our bolster. It's a little less intense. Placing it at the hips and then allowing your upper body to rest here. You can also use one block in the middle between your shoulder blades and another to support your head. Here, think of an open heart and expressing our emotions. Sometimes emotions can be difficult to express, difficult to birth. If there are emotions arising from deep within, see if you can draw them up through the heart center to be nurtured, to be loved. Sorry about the music, guys. We seem to be having some weird connectivity issues. Notice the rise and fall of the chest, the breath. Gently remove any props and set them aside. Or come into a reclined supported butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Laying on your back, draw the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall open. You can place blocks underneath the thighs or wrap a blanket around the ankles, drawing it under the knees to rest. Hands can rest on your rib cage or at your side. At the beginning of our practice, we took butterfly upright to turn our gaze inward. Here, there is an invitation to open the heart, to be open to love, to nurturance, to grace, to be open to our emotions, to invite them into this space to be met with the heart. Feel free to stay here or extend the legs out long for your final Shavasana, taking up some space on your mat. Emotions can be big, they need space. Allow yourself to take up space, go beyond the edges of your mat. And allow yourself to be held by the earth here. Allow the breath to return to its normal state. Let go of any shape of the breath, any count of the breath. Allow your body to just be here, to rest in the sacred space that you've created for yourself. Let go of any judgment. Let go of any attachment to anything that came up. And allow them to just flow through you any thoughts or emotions. Allow them to be released, to be held by the earth. Allow yourself to rest, to integrate all of the work that you have done today. My capacity for love is endless. I am in tune with my needs. I balance giving and receiving love. Begin to deepen your breathing. Begin to notice or become more in tune with the physical sense of your body. Drawing your awareness back to center. Take your time. Begin making small movements. Be gentle with your body in whatever way is aligned with your needs. Make your way to a seated position facing me. So on the inhale, take a big circle sweep of the arms up, palms together. Exhale, sigh it all out. Hands at heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today, for coming to this space to share this practice of feeling into our emotions, our bodies, our spirit. We're coming together to share and create this sacred space. Take a moment to feel into your heart center here and feel into gratitude towards yourself for creating this space intentionally today, for carving out the time and the energy to set aside the outside world and to meet yourself where you are today. This is your home, your sacred space that you create anytime you have the intention to meet yourself where you are. I hope that you've enjoyed this practice. I hope that you can carry the benefit of this practice with you throughout the rest of your week, throughout the rest of this Cancer season. I hope this is something that you come back to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love sharing this with you guys. Take a big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it all out. Sat Nam, may you align and vibrate and resonate with your favorite flavor version of you. Thank you again.